People, hello. Top 50 games of 90s you never heard of. I wanted to make a video about this a long time ago, but there are rules. I'll exclude the best games from 90s here, like Starcraft, Diablo, Warcraft, Doom 1 and 2, Baldur's Gate, Hexen, Heretic, Command and Conquer, Tomb Raider, Fallout 1, Monkey Island, Mortal Kombat, Quake, Street Fighter, Half-Life, Super Mario, Sonic, Resident Evil, and so on. Basically, I'll exclude all huge titles that everyone knows about, and I'll make top 50 games of the 90s with less known titles that you should try playing in 2022. Some of them are great even 30 years after, some aged well, some didn't. But still, I believe that everyone should at least give them a try. Who knows, you might discover your favorite game of all time in this list. These are less known games that I had brutal fun playing during the 90s. You can always add more titles here in comment section below if I forgot something, cause let's be real, I'm covering an entire decade of gaming in this video. 120 months of video games that are less known to wider audience now. All of the games on the list are the ones I played when I was a kid. So let's begin. Ranking doesn't matter that much, but I'll still put up numbers just for the count. Here are the top 50 games from 90s that you might have missed that are still worth playing in 2022. Spot number 1, Commandos Behind Enemy Lines, pioneer of the genre, very hard tactical real-time strategy based on historic events during World War II. There are remasters that work great on new systems now, so those with patience should give this one a shot. Number 2, Crash Kill and Destroy and Crash Kill and Destroy 2. This was by far my favorite real-time strategy in 90s. Can't even explain how chaotic and cool this game was back in its time. I still remember Grenadier's army wrecking those bosses. Give it a shot, it's really worth it. Number 3, Grim Fandango. It's a masterpiece adventure. Everyone should play this. Voice acting, story, comedy. Welcome to the world of the dead. Enjoy it. It also has remaster version that works very well on new systems now. Number 4, Sanitarium. If you love sick and morbid games and can make it work on a new system, which is a feat worth the praise, you won't find a sicker and more morbid game than Sanitarium. Look no further. Amazing game, but it's for specific tastes. Number 5, Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus. Hard and immersive old-school platformer with amazing art style and chase scenes. One of the best platformers of the 90s along with Pandemonium and Old Rayman. These two games are definitely worth playing in 2022. No discussion here, they're just timeless. Speaking about timeless, number 6, Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3. Best, absolutely the best turn-based strategy of all times is before you. Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3. Don't even want to say anything else. You love turn-based strategies? Well, here you go, you got the best ones ever created. Number 7, Leisure Suit Larry, Love for Sale. You love sexy comedy, or better to say porn comedy? Well, enter Leisure Suit Larry. Die from laughter and enjoy this old school puzzle point and click adventure. Broken sword and Monkey Island mechanics here, you can't go wrong with Larry. Number 8, Planescape Torment, best writing and story in CRPG'S history to this date. The only reason why you should play this masterpiece, enough said. Number 9, Free Space 2. You love space games? Here is a great one. Build and customize your ship and enjoy open space. Number 10, Midtown Madness. Crazy driving with even crazier mechanics. Fun game to waste your precious time. Prepare to rage a lot too here. Number 11, The Neverhood. If you look for brain-smacking, brain-breaking puzzles in a video game, look no further than The Neverhood. Weird game with crazy hard puzzles. Lovers of the genre, go for it. This is the only game where I seen clay usage, so it looks amazing even in 2022. Number 12, Pandemonium 1 and 2. One of the best, if not the best, platformer of 90s. Nothing else to say about it. It was innovative and groundbreaking back in 90s. Number 13, GTA 2. And while the entire world and youngsters are playing GTA 5, consider Grand Theft Auto San Andreas' best one while glorifying Vice City as something special. GTA 2 for me was all of those things combined. I was impressed by GTA 2 back in 90s and spent God knows how many hours in it. Try it, it's really a different GTA experience. Number 14, Jagged Alliance 2. For those that enjoy tactics and isometric view, Jagged Alliance will provide a lot of fun. Number 15, Shadow Man, my favorite, most morbid and weirdest game of 90s. You need to play it to realize what I'm talking about. Everyone should try and play Shadow Man. There is a remastered version now for new systems, so the game will also work well. Go for it. Number 16, Blood 1 and 2. What is there to say about Blood? You love Doom, Heretic and Hexen? You love Doomlikes? Well, here's the hardest Doomlike you ever played. Underrated masterpiece. Go for it now. Number 17, MDK, third-person shooter with a lot of jumping and shooting. Weird game, hard game, and what's most important, fun game. Number 18, Postal, isometric top-down shooter, nothing else to say about it, a very good isometric top-down shooter to be more precise. Number 19, The Longest Journey, adventure for all times, as good as it gets. Story, puzzles, and backgrounds are top-notch. Number 20, Silver, very unique old school action RPG, do not miss it if you love the genre. Number 21, Darkstone, another one similar to Silver, classic 3D isometric RPG here. It didn't age well though, but still, you can give it a shot. Number 22, Revenant, not Leonardo DiCaprio's Revenant, this is the real Revenant. 30 years old, nearly 30 years old Revenant, nothing short of amazing game here. Revenant is a must play for everyone that enjoys action RPGs, it aged well too. Speaking about aged well, number 23, Nox, same as Revenant, absolutely amazing game and a must play if you like action RPGs. Number 24, Disney's Hercules, the most famous platformer of my youth, along with Mario, Jazz Jackrabbit and Rayman. It aged well, by the way, really well. Number 25, Fighting Force. If we exclude PES from PlayStation 1, this is the game I spent days and weeks playing with my uncle when I was a kid. With all of its flaws, it's still my favorite brawler of all times. Number 26, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Do I really have to say anything about this one? Play it. Number 27, Police Quest SWAT 2. Isometric real-time tactics police simulator. It's worth checking out. Number 28, Jazz Jackrabbit 1 and 2. Nothing like old school platformers, they all aged well and Jazz Jackrabbit 1 and 2 are among the best ones to play. Number 29, Virtua Cop 2. Do not think at all, take your mouse and aim at everything that moves on your screen. Simple and effective time waster here. Number 30, The Legend of Cage. If you're looking for some hardcore old school 2D games, well, here is the one for you. Number 31, Alien Breed, isometric top-down shooter, good time waster. Number 32, Anvil of Dawn, dungeon crawler at its best, nothing else to say about it. Genre that's dead for more than a decade now. You love and played Legend of Grimrock perhaps? Well, this is the game that it copied most from it. Number 33, Isometric Army Man. When I was a kid, Army Man was a very popular game. It's competitive, it's hard, it's simple, it's rage-inducing. Check it out. Number 34, Caesar 3. Here we are at Caesar 3. Dear God, how many hours I spent with this one. I'm afraid to even think about it. Caesar 3 is one of my favorite games from 90s and extremely underrated one. Similar games that belong in Caesar genre are Pharaon and Zeus. Give them all a shot if you love building real-time strategies games. Number 35, Death Rally. Havoc and Wrecking Cars. Pure rage, pure fun. Number 36, Expendable. Another top-down shooter. Fun to play, but it didn't age well to be honest. Number 37, Gangsters, Organized Crime 1 and 2. Dear God, this game, as well as Caesar 3, I'm afraid to even think about how many hours I spent into this one. Would play it again even in 2022, check it out. Number 38, Gorky 17, turn-based tactical RPG here, nothing else to say about it. Number 39, Rayman Forever, the best platformer of 90s in my opinion, nothing else to say here. Number 14, Urban Chaos, action, 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 never-ending action. Number 41, Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter. Doom-like, where you whack dinosaurs instead of demons. Number 42, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Best, absolutely the best 2D brawler in the gaming history. Best to play with a friend, aged like a good wine. I play it with my wife from time to time, even 30 years later. Number 43, Metal Slug. Best 2D side shooter ever created. Best to play with a friend, of course. Number 44, Metal Gear. Best Metal Gear ever. Worth playing in 2022, worth playing in 100 years from now. It's a fact. Number 45, Super Metroid. You combine this one with Symphony of the Night and one of the most popular genres came out of them. Metroidvania. Number 46, System Shocks. System Shock 1 and 2. Bioshock Ancestors. Enough said. Number 47, Dune 2. Most popular real-time strategy of early 90s. For a good reason. Number 48, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Weirdest and most popular game of late 90s. Chasing scores never felt better and more addicting. Number 49, Legacy of Kain, Soul River. Groundbreaking game, amazing franchise, Legacy of Kain. And it all started with Soul River and Blood Omen. Kain and Raziel deserve a proper remaster in my eyes. Number 50 and the last one, Command and Conquer, Tiberian Sun. I mean, it's fitting to finish this list with some epic real-time strategy, since 90s were most famous because of real-time strategies. Here is one worth playing even in 2022. 90s basically, when I look at them, they were popular because of Doomlikes, because of real-time strategies, because of platformers, classic platformers, okay, not Metroidvanias, platformers, and of course, because of adventures. Adventures were mega popular in and during 90s. What can I say? The sheer popularity back then of strategies and adventures, I believe it has to do something with people. Today, people like to use two buttons and play dumb games, if I can call them dumb. Back in 90s, people liked puzzle games and strategies. They loved to think, they loved to improvise, they loved to get challenged. It's not like 30 years passed, okay? It feels like 100 years passed. We, as a human species, are devolving, and the games are just reflecting that. Yes, new games might be better in terms of graphics, in terms of design, in terms of longevity, okay, in terms of length, but they can't compete with challenges from 90s. They just can't compete with innovation. 90s were definitely the best decade for games. If you learn how to play all of those 90s games, you'll know how to play every simple crap that comes out in the last 5 years or so, and that's gonna come out in the next 10 years. All in all, that would be the top 50 list of 90s games that most of you never played, I guess. Give something a shot and check how it used to be when I was a kid. And I'll be seeing you on the next one.